wanted to do a video in response to a channel called Charisma on Command. Um, I guess there's a guy that they talk about a lot. I don't know if he's the one who does the channel or what, but his name is Jordan Peterson. And a couple of the videos I ran across were how to argue with someone who won't listen, how to avoid embarrassing yourself in an argument. This doesn't sound like positive charisma, in my opinion. This is my opinion. And that's the thing is arguments are based on someone's opinion. You have this opinion and I have this opinion. And there are times, and these are my comments that I basically left on these videos, is there are times whenever it may be in your best interest of both parties to agree to disagree and walk away. Why make yourself miserable constantly arguing with someone who has a completely different point of view than you do? You may never come to the same point of view on a matter, and that's okay. You don't always have to agree with everyone, and you're not going to always make everyone happy. No one is that I know of or that I've ran across is going to have everyone like them. And that's a good thing. Polarity is a good thing. The male and female energy of the universe, the positive and negative energy, is always at play. And that's what keeps us alive and vibrant. We need to have that. It's great. However, as humans interacting in our day-to-day world, we're going to run across, yes, some of these people that we don't agree with, especially in the work environment. I worked at Microsoft, and there was always lots and lots of times Microsoft encourages that environment actually to have disagreements so that you can argue your point of view to try to influence product and technology. And this is good. It actually does help. But there are times when you just have to say, I'm not going to agree with this. And Microsoft has that as well. And then they create two different teams. So they create basically two different products, completely different types, because this team wants these ideas and this team wants these ideas. And they put them out there, and then the mass population, basically, or their test market, decides which product is actually going to work for the marketplace. This works in life as well as work environments. I was just pointing out an example. But in your home environments and in who you're talking to and what you do, then you don't always have to just argue and argue and argue your case, because you want to have a peaceful life to a degree. And just like my example in the work environment where you just have two different teams, maybe you go to another job and you say, I'm not going to continue arguing with these people. They don't have the same values I have. They don't want to do things the way I believe they should be done. I'm going to go to another job. Or maybe, like me, you start your own business. And like me, go to other jobs, because I've done that as well. But this guy, Jordan Peterson, who has this channel, Charisma on Command, and wants to tell you how to argue with somebody who doesn't want to listen to your side. Basically, that's what he says. And then his whole video, how to avoid embarrassing yourself in an argument. That video seemed like an attack on the other person. And these people are trying to tell you how to effectively communicate in the world. In my opinion, they're just trying to encourage narcissists. So I don't think that you need to do that. I think that there are ways to argue with people, and there are ways to say, look, you have your opinion about this, I have my opinion about this. And we are on such strong stances, each our own side, we're never going to see eye to eye. So, if we're going to maintain a relationship or a friendship or whatever the case may be, a working relationship, why don't we just focus on the topics that we can agree on, you know, or we just say, hey, you go your way, I'll go mine. And if you have to be around that person, especially in a work environment, then you can avoid them to a degree, or you can change jobs. Um, if you have to be around people like that within your family, maybe you want to avoid events where you have to be stuck with them for long periods of time. And that's okay, because you need to be able to be a genuine, authentic person and true to yourself. You want to be able to be peaceful and happy inside because it will reflect on the outside and it will help you want to argue less with other people. If you want to get your point across, then that's okay. That's what I'm doing with these videos. I'm putting them out there, and not everyone's going to agree with them, and that's all right too. And I will have people that will agree with them. And that's just how it is with humanity. There's another TED Talk video that I really like that I'm going to put all these links in down below. And it's how to not take things personally. That's a big thing because it's not just walk away, but there's also going to be times in your life when you're going to go somewhere and run across somebody and they're going to be, you have on a shirt and I don't like what your shirt says. Da, 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 da. And you're going to be like, well, that's your opinion. That's okay. Maybe you don't like what their shirt says. It doesn't mean that you have to get mad and argue back. Sometimes the best way to deal with these types of narcissistic behaviors is just to say, okay, just like the Beatles song, let it be.